I don't like to put it out on Instagram what I'm going to go do for a run before I do it, because then there's a lot of pressure to actually do it. So I'm about to head out for a run. Happy Friday. It's going to be my back-to-back long run. Let's see. Okay, for my running friends, here's how it works. What am I doing today? What is this back-to-back running stuff all about? Well, let me explain. It's pretty simple, really. Stick around. Okay, most of you know I'm training for Boston Marathon in just 2 months, so I got to rack up some long runs, right? But everybody seems to think you need multiple 20 miles plus. Nope, not smart. Doing one long run a week or every 10 days or so, that works, but there's a better way, proven scientifically to be more effective. Well, let me just cut to the chase. Here's how it's done. Yesterday I ran a semi-long run, 10-miler. Half easy, half at marathon pace effort. I accumulated a lot of fatigue. So today I go out and get another long run. So today I come out here and do a longer run. Maybe 16, 17, 18 miles. It mimics the late miles of a marathon because, oh man, you've added a lot of fatigue in a short time. That's how it works. So you see, in a 24-hour period, I've logged about 26, 28 miles. But it's not the miles that count. It's how many minutes you're on your feet with each run that counts. You don't want to log too many minutes in one run. Actually, anything over about 150, 180 minutes, you have dramatically diminishing returns and your risk of injury skyrockets. Plus, the extra time it takes to recover from a run over 3 hours cuts into your regular training. You don't want that. Imagine how long it would take to recover if it took me 4 hours or more to run 20 milers, which slower runners do. I'd be spending the whole week recovering. Not a good plan. So you might be thinking, hey, the elites do that. They do 20 milers. Yeah, but they do it in about 2.5 hours. Why would you train harder than an elite runner? No, don't do that. So instead, I break it up into 2 runs. I'm a semi-long run one day and a long run the next day, where I get some recovery in there and crush it on the second day. That's the plan anyway. A lot of runners will do one long run for 3 weeks in a row and then one shorter cutback week. I prefer one every 10 days. I love the 10-day cycle. More recovery for this old guy. It's also important that you run on terrain that's specific to your race. You don't want to run trails if you're running a Boston Marathon. I know, I should listen to my own advice. So this road I'm running on is similar to the Boston Marathon course, lots of hills. So I'm running uphill for 8 miles and back downhill at marathon pace maybe. We'll see. See, I'm only at 4.5 miles and I can't even keep my heart rate down into the aerobic zone. That's what accumulative fatigue looks like. Wish me luck. So what about fueling? Well, every other long run I do it hungry to condition myself to rely less on glycogen, the rocket fuel to go fast. Oh, those are punishers. Yeah, those punisher runs really deplete your glycogen, your liver glycogen, your blood glycogen, and your muscle glycogen. Oh, they hurt. This one's not going to hurt as bad because I'm fueling. So today's run, I'm practicing fueling, eating 4 of these honey stinger gels to see what I tolerate while in a race. Yeah, they're yummy. Nom, 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 nom. Did I mention that half of my run today is uphill? The other half will be downhill. Wow, tough hill. So you might wonder why I fuel so much on a run. 4 hunting stingers in 2.5 hours? Well, there's a reason for that. Let me explain. Because after about 2.5 hours at marathon effort intensity, you run so low on glycogen, you hit the wall. Maybe 3 hours. So, gotta refuel. How's that work? Here's why. It's like draining the bathtub with the faucet running. It'll still run empty, just a little later. Maybe enough to get you to the finish line. That's the idea anyway. So during a race, you have to either add fuel or slow down. Otherwise, you're likely to hit that wall at about mile 17, 18, 19. Ouch. Some runners will say, hey, I'm totally fat adapted. I don't need any fuel in a race. Well, boo-hickety-doo for you. Add some fuel and see how much faster you can go. That's all I'm saying. Hey, did I mention there's some hills on this course I'm running? Whoa, that's a steep downhill. Here we go. Okay, I confess, this isn't part of my course. I just had to indulge in some trail. Okay, if you stuck with me this far, I've made it up here about 8 miles, a little bit of trail, yeah, I confess. But now I'm going to head back downhill. It's not very steep, but kind of like Boston Marathon course. And I'm going to try to do a cut down run, a fast finish. Let's see how. So we're almost done. I'm going to check back with you after I do my fast finish downhill. I hope it goes well. Hope I don't crash and burn. But I'll give you an update when I'm done. Should be about an hour and 15 minutes from now. Wish me luck. Here we go. Well, thanks for sticking with me this far. Success. I got 17 miles. The last 8.5 were pushing hard. Tried for a fast finish, but kind of crashed in the last 1.5 miles. Anyway, good run. Well, if you'd like a copy of the whole Insta story, I'll download it and send it to you if you ask me to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking with me through this whole thing, and I know there's only a few of you. Happy Friday!